I know. I know. I am burned to a crisp. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I am definitely red. And yeah, I don't think the camera's doing it justice. I got roasted. We was out searching all day yesterday and today, man, we was out on the excuse me. We was out on the bikes riding around today doing lots of searching, and needless to say, it is incredibly hot and steamy out there. But if you guys don't already know, welcome to Exploring with the Nug. Glad you guys are here. On this channel, we have one mission: to give a voice to the missing all across the country. And on today's live stream, I'm going to be honest, I have not prepared much except to share with you what we did the last couple of days. Actually, just last day and today, because yesterday I didn't go live. I lied to you guys. I am sorry. I feel very bad for that. But honestly, nothing exciting really came of our search yesterday. And we didn't get done till late. So by the time I even had a chance to go live, it would have been like 9 o'clock. But either way, I'm here today, and I just got home today. Literally, maybe an hour ago, I got home, and already I'm like, man, I have got to do a live stream. I am addicted to it. These things are so much fun. And, long story. I mean, I could probably talk forever about nothing, but it just interests the hell out of me. How do I say this? I feel like I have a newfound passion, and that's why I keep doing all these live streams. I hope you guys enjoy them. If you don't, it's very easy. Just click away. But if you love it, stick around. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. Let's dive into today's story. And essentially who we're talking about, and this is a weird case. I got a scratchy throat. I'm sorry, I might be coughing a lot, but this case is weird, and for not the reasons you would think, because we have a missing person missing in his car. But the story of this person who's missing isn't like what you would think. There was a murder scene. The police had enough evidence to be able to prove that this guy I'm fixing to tell you all about was murdered in this house, even though it was set on fire. But they still managed to figure out dude was murdered here. There was enough evidence, I'm guessing blood spatter, all that jazz, to prove to a jury that this guy did it, right? And so that's what happened. Dude was tried and convicted. Now he is sitting in prison without there ever being a body. But the body has never been found, and neither has the car. And that's where we come in. We like to search waterways for cars, and there is a big fat river right where he went missing in. So that's the first place we started, and we've been searching this case for many trips, and it's always ongoing. We're never going to give up. We'll always go back. And the city I'm talking about is Augusta, Georgia. I was being very secretive last time because I'm gonna lead up to why this was such a secretive story. And we have videos coming out on this too in about I want to say a week or two, because we don't want to put it out immediately because we kind of want to go back and search some more. But this land was on private property, even though it's on an honor system. You pay to play. It's like a pay to fish. So we paid to fish, but we were fishing for cars. So and the owner, I guess, kind of found out about it, and he got all mad, and I don't know why, but he cussed out Adam. Like, he threatened to beat up Adam, obviously not face to face. It was over the phone, because obviously if this dude was looking at Adam, he'd be like, maybe I shouldn't talk so much smack. As a big guy, you know what I mean? So let me pause right there for a minute and jump into the comments really quick, because I do like to talk to everybody in the comments. And even though we are streaming on Facebook and Twitch, the only comments I can see are from Rumble and YouTube. And I'm even live streaming over there on X, but I have no idea what's going on over there. So if you're watching me from X, awesome. Stick around. and we'll see what we can dive into. But we got lots of people, lots of regulars in here tuning in. We got Kathy from Kansas, Sherry from Kansas. I wonder if they know each other. We got Australia, Saving the Cabin. My wife is in the house. And we got lots of other people from Iowa. Yes, I definitely got lots of sun. Too much, to be honest with you. This is definitely going to be a peeling situation. And yeah, so we got Arizona. Did you get a sunburn? Yeah, that's going to be the talk of the live stream, is how red I look. And it's you can't really appreciate it because the camera is not doing it justice. Let me see here. Yeah, there you go. Now you can really understand how burned I got. I've got the farmer's tan going on, but it's not a tan. It is a look at that. Woo! It is burned, man. I got roasted. And that was being on the boat all day yesterday in this lake. And we just searched the hell out of this lake, and we ended up using the fee fish to clear the cars because we didn't want to make like a big scene. It was a low profile, like an undercover job. But let's back up for a minute. Let's back up and tell you about who I'm talking about. And his name is William Hamilton. And something I forgot to do is fix this thing so I can share my screen with you. But let me do that really quick. And remember, if you guys got questions or comments you want me to read out loud, I have no problem doing that. Just put a few cues before your comment. That way I can kind of recognize it, or just tag me in the comments, depending on if you're on a laptop or a phone or something. But I have no problem sharing your guys' stuff. At the end of the day, I'm just some dude that's trying their best to help others. And with the community's help, that makes it all the more likely that we could make a difference, right? And with that being said, I'm going to be all over the place, and I'm probably going to slip up my words, and I'm probably going to mess it up because I'm super tired. I'm super burned, and just got done eating dinner. I'm ready to go to bed. It's already 8 o'clock, and I go to bed early. We'll just stick with that because we got to get up early anyways. I got kids, and during the summer, got dogs. They never let us sleep. Never get to sleep. The only time I really get to sleep past 7 is when I go out on the road. But Adam won't let me sleep past 8 or 9 because we got to get up and do stuff. Got to be an adult. But even still, I get to sleep. But anyway, let's back up here. Let's get over here. I'm going to share this screen with you guys. And let's jump over to this. Let me show you guys what's going on here. Now, here's the problem I'm running into. First of all, this guy's name is William Al Hamilton. And he went missing. Let me see. He went missing in 98 in Augusta, Georgia, August 15th. And here's the crazy thing. Every time we go and look into these missing people, we jump on Google, we Google their name, we see all the information we can find, all the past videos that have been out. We try to figure out as much information as we can, so we're not wasting our time, wasting other people's time. Obviously, if a place has already been searched, there's no point in searching it again. That's how I think. But even still, yeah. So here's the problem. I get on Google and I search up William Hamilton. And the first thing that pops up, because right now I searched William Hamilton missing Augusta. And that brings up, here's Adam's video because we searched one time before. And there's some stories I'm going to share with you guys in a minute. But I want you guys to check this out. Let's go over here. We're just going to open this up. Click here. And just Google William Hamilton. Let's take out missing Augusta or any of that, right? Click. This is the new, let me check that back because I guess it's a popular name, missing. William Hamilton missing, right? Now, come to find out, there is a huge case out there. Let's click over to the news of the boy in the woods. 23 years after his body was found, we finally learned his name. And I guess his name is, oh, come on. You're making me look bad here, stupid ad blocker. Well, I guess the ad blocker technically is good, but there we go. So I had to turn my ad blocker off. But 23 years, they know his name, and apparently his name is William Hamilton. And that is dominating the field with this guy's name. So it's almost... Now, don't get me wrong. This is an amazing story. A young boy's body was found in the woods near a small church cemetery in DeKalb County back in 99. For more than 20 years, authorities didn't know his name. Finally, an artist's age progression portrait helped investigators learn the boy's identity and led to an arrest in the case. That is a great story, even though it's sad, bittersweet, because this is a dead child we're talking about. But I guess it's like The Boy in the Woods, and they got the name. But that name's dominating. So essentially, you Google William Hamilton missing, you get every news story about this young child who's has a name now because of 20 years of figuring it out. Cool story, man. Cool story. I like the story. Don't get me wrong. But the problem is, it's almost like William Hamilton from Augusta just disappeared, and I'm just like, I would think that it would still be there, but like when I searched William Hamilton missing in Augusta, so a few stories popped up, but not like it used to be. It used to be like there's a lot of information. There's web sleuths, and it's almost like the web sleuth disappeared. Because I got, let me see here. Let me make sure I don't have it open already. I think actually, no, that's not it. Let's click on web sleuth. And I don't know if you guys know what web sleuth is. It's kind of like a Reddit for missing people. Like everybody can chime in and share their information and essentially build a really good profile for this missing person. And sometimes this web sleuth's profile gives you a lot of info and from a lot of different people. So it's a really good website, long story short. So we'll start with that. But if a quick scan all the way down, and that's the bottom, right? And it looks like the last post was 2020. I want to say that there was a lot more information about this guy online. But what Web Sleuth has, and let me catch you guys up on who this guy even is. In August of 98, William Hamilton, the manager of a downtown dance club, the Discotheque, disappeared after leaving work. Later that morning, firefighters put out a fire at his home, and evidence later showed Hamilton had been killed there, but his body couldn't be found. Now, that's cut and dry. There you go. I mean, he was obviously killed there. The guy that did it, he definitely didn't, he was sloppy to say the least, and he got caught. Simple as that. I think there was some coins involved that he stole and tried to pawn them off. And actually, I think the coins were found in a friend's home that the bad guy put it in. And I can't remember the dude's name. Like I said, I didn't prepare like I should have, but I just got home. You guys got to give me a break. But I really wanted to connect with you guys and let you know what's going on. But yeah, so you scroll down and then you got the demographics, 46 years. Current age would be 69 if he was still alive. Man, they're all over the place. 4'9" to 6'11", 80 pounds to 300. You could have just put a question mark. I mean, you didn't have to guess. I mean, that's pretty broad right there. Let's see. There was a name is created December 10th of 2018, even though his date of last contact was August 15th of 98. So that was a long gap before they got that name out there. But essentially what I read you, let's see if this story has any more. In the home, investigators found blood stains on the bedroom ceiling and walls that were evidence of the infliction of severe blunt force trauma on a human being. But Hamilton's body was never found. In 1999, appellate Rodney Richardson, the ex-husband of the victim's girlfriend, was convicted of the malice murder of Hamilton. He was also convicted of burglary, armed robbery, arson, and theft by taking. He appeals the judgment of conviction. And I don't think that went anywhere. And that's it. Web Sleuth, that's all we got. So it's kind of weird to me, and I have no idea. And I wonder if you guys are having the same problem I am. If you try to search for any information about this guy online, it's not popping up. At least it ain't popping up to me. And it used to. There used to be so much more information about this guy, but not much anymore. And I think I actually did a video here a few weeks ago, one of those talking head videos that I do about this story. Because I remember I think I went over his case about, like, I read the whole case, like, how they document the whole trial. Well, I kind of read through that whole thing, and it was pretty open and shut. Dude did it. There was no ifs, ands, or what's about it. But I did find a couple other stories, and like I guess there was an update to this story, and it was let me see, like no evidence found in the search for a murder victim. I guess 2007, and I can't believe I've never seen the story before. But like I said, I don't know what can you say. But officers searched all day for the skeletal remains of a murder victim, but found nothing. Acting on a tip, Richmond County investigators scoured the area along Briar Creek in Keysville last Wednesday, looking for signs that the body of William Hamilton was buried there nearly a decade ago. So, acting on a tip, these guys, GBI agents, Burke County deputies, joined the search and spent the better part of a day with a backhoe just below the bridge. Oh, so they were thinking he was buried under the bridge. Interesting. So I wonder where the car went. You know, that's the biggest, because looking for a body is needle in a haystack. Looking for a car, a little bit easier, because where can you hide a car? If you have the land, you can bury it. But you got to have the land, you got to have the machine, and you got to be able to do it without anybody seeing you bury a car, because that's kind of weird. Burying a body might be a different story. I mean, that happens a lot more. But still, what do you do with the car? So you bury the body, you take the car. Maybe he knew somebody at at maybe a chop shop, maybe, what do you call that place where they smash cars down, recycle them. I was like, you always hear stories about people who knew somebody that worked at a salvage yard, and they can make cars disappear, you know? So that's a possibility. I have no idea. I'm sure the police looked into it. We'd like to hope so, at least. But the GBI, Hamilton, who managed the discotheque nightclub in August, went missing exactly 9 years prior to this search. And like I said, Rodney Richardson, convicted of murder, even though the body was never found. And another story, it's kind of the same thing. Like, this was another tip. Like, these are about the only three or four stories I found about this guy anymore. And it's kind of weird because I know he hasn't been found. So what is going on? What do you guys think? I want to know what your guys' thoughts are in the chat, because it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense at all. And I'm going to scroll up here for a little. Let me look here. Everybody's still talking about the sunburn. Yes, I am super sunburned. Burnt. How's blistering? Man, apparently Candace is the sunscreen labeled for pets is safe and works just like us. The higher the number, the better. So Candace is answering animal questions in my chat where I'm talking about a missing person. All righty. Well, what did we do this weekend? And when I say this weekend, I mean yesterday. And yes, I know I look like a greasy hot mess. I need a shower. I'm dirty. I'm covered in sunscreen, even though I should have wore it yesterday. But I wore it today, so at least I didn't get a worse sunburn. But what we did today, or yesterday, I take it back, is let's go back to 2 weeks ago. We was in Augusta searching, and we found a vehicle in Sumter, South Carolina, and we plan on going back there to pull it out next Sunday. And I remember I told you the super big secret that we were supposed to do that yesterday. The super secret was a special guest that we're going to have in the Wrecked and Recovered video. And that didn't happen, but it looks like it's going to happen next week, next Sunday. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited about it because this is a cool guy, big name. You're going to know him the second I tell you, but I'm keeping it a secret because I'm a jerk like that. But so we found the vehicle. We're going to pull that out next week. So this week, sorry, like I told you, I'm all over the place. So we came. Let me see here. This is a tough live stream because I'm kind of burnt out. So last week we went and found the car in Sumter. We're going to pull it out, and then we came to Augusta to search some ponds that we heard could have a vehicle in it. And these ponds are, the locals say, big, huge gators. They're big and scary. Like, don't go in there. There's gators everywhere, right? Well, we saw one gator, and he wasn't even close to where we was, right? If I could, get Candace to drop my email into the chat for YouTube because people are asking. Maybe I can pull up the other one, but give me a second here. But like I said, let me see. We searched these ponds. We heard that there could be some cars in them. So that's what we did. We went and searched, and we had the RC boat out that whole time. And we ended up finding, we thought we found 4 vehicles, but we ended up only after we went back yesterday, we ended up discovering that there were only 3. We just, I guess, managed to duplicate one of the cars' look on sonar because we searched and we made sure, right? So yesterday we went back and we ended up taking Adam's boat because he has a normal fishing boat. You know, there's no search teams, there's nothing on it, just a normal fishing boat. And our plan was to dive to sneak out there and act like we're fishing, but secretly we're going to use the underwater drone and see if we can figure out what these cars are, find a tag or find something that tells us what kind of car this is, right? And so that's what we did, but it took a minute. We kept running into problems, battery issues, the heat was causing problems, but we finally managed to get the information we wanted off these cars, and it was not our guy. We are looking for, I want to say it's a 1987 Ford Tempo. And if you guys know anything about cars, you know the Ford Tempo is just your average run-of-the-mill, boxy 80s style car. You know, just plain Jane, nothing to it. But it does have big block letters on the decals, Tempo. You know, can't mistake it for anything else. If you can read them, Tempo. You know what I'm saying? So put the drone in, and we ended up figuring out that the cars were not a Tempo. One of them was a Acura, old style, because the center cap, we could read Acura on it, but the center cap, the letters Acura were like, I don't know what you call it, but they're pushed in, right? So we knew that was not him. Okay, we got an Acura. So we moved on to the next car, and the next car, I want to say we couldn't, I think the next car was a Cadillac, now that I think about it, because it was a Cadillac something. But we saw the Cadillac emblem, so we know that wasn't it. And then the third car we saw was, all we could figure out was it was red. And the car we're looking for is gray. So we knew these 3 cars is not our guy. Now, we don't know the story of these cars either, though. So it would be cool to go back and figure it out. The tags are on 2 of them, and the tags are old. Like, the numbers are old. We could see the numbers on the fee fish. And these cars are so old, the police are literally, like, they'll tell us, every time we give them a tag number, they can't pull it up. Like, oh, our database only goes back 5 years. So obviously these cars are probably like 80s models, early 90s. So they've been in there a long time. Unless these cars are linked to some crime, then the tag would be linked, right? So we don't know. We have no idea what these cars are in there for. We have no idea if they're you know, if there could be anybody in these cars. Are there missing people somewhere that has to do with an old model Acura or old Cadillac? And that mystery car, the red one, we have no idea what it is. Like, it was in pretty bad shape. All these cars were very grody, I guess you could say. It's very scummy. The lake growing stuff on it. So it's really hard to see. And the lake was not clear. So like, literally the drone was like this far away, and if it backed up any farther, you couldn't see anything. But Adam drove it like a champ, and we ended up getting the answers. Not the answers we wanted, but we did clear that lake, and we cleared the whole thing. And that's when we saw this big ass gator on the other side. And but he didn't mess with us. He was just as he would. I don't think he was big enough to want to pick a fight, but he wasn't small either. We could see his big old tail moving in the water. It's pretty neat. I actually got a video. Excuse me. But so that's what happened. And then today we did a video. Essentially what we did is we got sponsored by an electric bike company. And the reason for that is we wanted to get an electric bike to help us with land searches, because I want to get into that. I want to help search for like missing hikers, people who wandered off into the woods, never be seen again, dirt roads, off the beaten path stuff where like electric bike would help. And it's the electric bike I got. It's kind of like just a size of a BMX. So it's pretty easy to maneuver. And obviously Adam has a bigger bike because he's a bigger dude. But we rode him around all day. We gave a good test, and we got a sponsored video out for the e-bike company. But ultimately, why we got these bikes was to further us searching for missing people. And I think it's going to help. There's lots of places where we've gone where we really wish we had mode of transportation, like a four-wheeler or these e-bikes. They run forever. They got big old fat tires. You can take them off road. And yeah, we beat them to hell today, and they survived. So it was a good test run. And so we ended up doing that today. Wanted to get this bike because it is a sponsored video, so we had to make a sponsored video, and that'll be out. Man, I might put that out. What is the day? Might go out tomorrow. I really don't know. It might. But we'll see. And let me jump in the chat really quick. I'm not sure what's going on over here. Things are looking up. Look at these. Look at all these people. Okay. I'm loving it. Looks like we got 200 people from YouTube, only 68 on Rumble, and 30 from Facebook. And we got one diehard supporter from Twitch. And for the life of me, I don't understand any of these platforms except YouTube and Facebook and Rumble. But you know what? More eyes, the better. But either way, so that's kind of what we pulled off. So the search continues for William Hamilton. We really, I don't know, it'd be nice to find him. I mean, we've searched for him so much. We've searched the whole river multiple times. We've searched ponds, we've searched lakes, and now we've started diving into these big lakes that's in the area. I guess you can call them a pond. I don't know. It's pretty big. But there's more lakes on this land. And the biggest problem we're running into is this land is the owner threatened to beat up Adam over the phone because I think it was a huge miscommunication because some guy was shooting this guy a text. We didn't even know this guy. And the guy's like, there's an emergency. These guys found a car in your lake. And then the guy was all mad because he's like, who gave you permission to search? And I tried to talk to him, but all he did was just cuss out, what do you call it? Just cussed out Adam, swore at him up and down. It was hilarious. I thought it was funny, but Adam was very professional about it. So that's all I got. That's all I got today on, for trying to tell you guys what we did. But obviously I would love to keep this live stream going. So if you've got anything you want to talk about, you got any comments, remarks, you got anything I want to cover, we should look up right now, by all means, send it to me because, I don't know. I like being live. I like sitting here, talking to you guys. And it seems like I got a pretty nice small group of core viewers. So we just need to get that group to quadruple. So hopefully someday this will be the biggest live stream on some platform for missing people, at least. I don't think I'll ever be able to compete with some of these other guys, especially the political ones. Man, they love them or hate them. They got the biggest audience. It's nuts. Let me see here. Erica sent me a news article from Jackson, Mississippi a few minutes ago. And I am curious. So I'm going to look it up right now. Let's see here. Sent me a few minutes ago to my Gmail. And I don't see it. Interesting. Fox News, Cleveland, Ohio. Sorry, I'm reading. I can't see it, Erica. I don't see it. I don't know what Gmail you sent it to, but yeah, I don't know. But I wonder what you figured out, honestly. Because let me see, I knew that Jackson, Mississippi, a few minutes ago to your G. I wonder if, oh no, my camera went off. The rainbow of death. Let's see here. I love this channel. Thank you so much. Did you hear Janet Walsh was found and another one a few miles from each other? Yeah, I heard all about it. What makes you think he's in the water? I'm not sure. Well, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's always the go-to place to search because you got a man who's missing, but you got his car is missing. So we're thinking he's either in his car or like hit the bodies with the car. I wouldn't, and that's just guessing. So like I'm just guessing. If we find the car, we find the missing man. But finding the car would be a huge clue. But even still, like, where do you hide a car? Like, it's pretty hard to hide a car, especially after all these years. Somebody would have came across it. If it's in the woods or parked somewhere on the side of the road, obviously somebody's going to see it. So the best place to hide a car is out of sight, out of mind, in the water. So if you can dump a vehicle in the water and nobody sees it, that's why so many people end up missing in water and you never see them again. And then 20, 30 years later, out of nowhere, somebody with some sonar comes along and finds it. And I don't know, Erica said how rude. I wonder if people are being mean to Erica. No meanies on this channel. You guys be nice. Email address. Okay, I'm gonna do it right here for you. Let everybody know what my email is. I think if you're talking to me, I hope. But there's my email. I put it in there. Let me see here. Did someone take info you were talking about and found someone you were looking for? Not yet, but I'm sure it'll happen. I didn't think I was being rude. Put. Oh, okay. I'll just. Oh my gosh. Erica Olson. If you think Putt is being rude, don't. He is a longtime viewer who has no filter, but I forgive him for that. But by all means, if you think he's being rude, you can clap back. I don't mind. But it's all good. Putt, the guy harassing Adam. He harasses all of us, but it's all funny. It's all good. It's not too bad. How is the new dog working out? The new dog is working out pretty good. He's a big old clumsy dumb dog, and but they're getting along now. Like there's lots of, how the dogs, like, they're testing each other and sniffing each other's butts and stuff. That's kind of what's going on now. But they play a lot. But eventually, the girl dog Scout puts the boy dog Gus in his place. So it's neat because the girl is the dominant, but he's trying to make something. I don't know. You know how dogs are. Dogs just beat the hell out of each other nonstop. It is what it is, but it's working out so far. Let's put it that way. There's nothing really no gripes yet. To jump over here to Rumble, and it says, I've been put in YouTube jail again, so I can't leave comments. So glad you're here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with YouTube and all these other platforms and YouTube jail and all this stuff. It's just you see, if you don't fall in line, you get kicked to the curb. And that's kind of what I see is happening more and more. So I don't know. I'm trying to build up my name on other platforms so I don't have to worry about getting kicked, because the last thing you want to see, if this is your life, is for all of a sudden the channel that you've been on for years and years get demonetized or get a strike or all this other stuff. So it sucks, and I get it, but it's just, hey, you're on Rumble, so there you go. You can say what you want pretty much there, as long as you're like, there's rules, but they're more relaxed. See Joanne dropping a super chat, $1.99. Thank you so much. It says, let's celebrate their third super on a live stream. Well, that's a new feature. Apparently, if you drop a super chat more than once, YouTube remembers it and reminds you. So apparently Joanne has dropped 3 super chats so far on a live stream. So how cool is that? Props. And at the same time, you don't have to drop super chats. You don't have to drop, you don't have to give money. I do appreciate it. I mean, every dollar really helps nowadays. But yeah, awesome. That's kind of a weird new feature too. So I got this story pulled up, and it was a Facebook story, I guess. This actually isn't I thought this would have been Erica's story, but this is from somebody else. And I'm going to share it with you guys because it was 8 hours ago she posted this. I guess it's breaking, but I don't know if anybody's been found or not. But it looks like Deborah I'm going to say Macaulay, but I don't know if it's right or not. But Deborah Macaulay, this is mom. And mom says, please share this. This is my son, James Schuyler. He was last seen at Bud's Sports Bar in Chattanooga on Friday night. He has a medical condition which makes this especially great concern. This is a picture of him right there, and that's his truck. And we zoom back out here. He's got a Nissan Frontier, silver with Georgia tags. He is well known around our area and goes by Lil Man. I'm filing a police report now. If you have seen him or know anything about his whereabouts, please message me directly or my daughter, Lauren Lockhart. Prayers are greatly appreciated. And jump in here in the comments and see what happens. But lots of prayers. Shared and praying. So put your Cash App to receive the entire amount. Well, I mean, you asked for it, so why not? But you know how Cash App is. But that's that. So by all means, if somebody is in Chattanooga right now, or he has Georgia tags, so we're just going to go Georgia, Tennessee, all around that area. Looks like we got a missing. This mama wants to know where her son is. He was last seen at a sports bar in Chattanooga on Friday night. And Friday, Chattanooga is a stone's throw from where I am. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely, I might have to go up there and search the lake again, search the river. Like Friday night, we're looking for a pickup truck. Well, that's another thing. See, I say that out of like habit, but he's been missing Friday, right? And it's Monday. So, I mean, this is that point where you don't want to start thinking the worst. Yes, we would go there and we would search the rivers and lakes and stuff, but that means we've already accepted the fact that we think he's gone, he's dead. I don't want to have that mindset. I want to have the thought process of, all right, this guy's been missing a few days. Why don't we treat it like he could be alive? You know, let's not go immediate doom and gloom, right? Let's actually think about, all right, he was last seen. I'm sure the cops do this too, like the investigators. I'm just assuming nobody knows anything, right? But I'm guessing this is how the investigators would do it. You know, they would start at the sports bar. They would look at cameras. You know, they would put out an APB or something so all the cops can or be looking for the silver truck. You know, he's got Georgia tags on the truck, so like, you know, does he live in Georgia? Was he just partying in Chattanooga and then driving home? And you know, did he wreck? Is he wrecked out in the woods somewhere? Or you know, did he I don't know, did he meet a girl and go run off with him? I have no idea, you know. So apparently mom might watch this because she sent me the email like just a minute ago. So I'm glad I could share that, and hopefully it helps. You know, like ultimately that'd be cool if we could make this live stream something that actually helps find missing people. You know, whether it's information shared, we could talk about cases, or breaking missing person cases we can actually share, and then like, I don't know, look into it. For instance, like let's see here. What am I looking for here? Let's see. Let's click this. Not that. Nobody wants to see my Facebook. Bud's Sports Bar in Chattanooga. Let's just Bud's Sports Bar, Chattanooga, Brainerd Road. That sounds familiar. I used to visit there a lot when I was a kid. So, all right. So there's Bud's Sports Bar, right? And this is kind of what we do when we try to search missing people. Like, all right, I want to find out, where was he last seen? And then where was he going? And then obviously, are there cell phone pings? Does he have a cell phone on him? Last place it pinged. Those questions really kind of give you a good idea which way he was going. But let's just say he was heading to Dalton. So I'll put in directions. I'll just type in Dalton, Georgia, because I used to live in Dalton, Georgia, and we used to go to Chattanooga all the time. And so this is like the route that he would have taken. There's only two main routes, obviously. You know, from leaving the bar, you go through Chattanooga, then you hit 75 the entire way to Dalton. I have no idea if dude lives in Dalton, but I'm just, you know, I'm just guessing here. But then we'll zoom in, be like, all right, well, we know where he was going. We know where he was coming from. Now we look for places where he could have wrecked, whether it would be off the road or whether it be into a body of water. And we know I-75 is incredibly large and busy 24/7. So for him to crash off of 75 and nobody see it, like if he's crashed out in the woods somewhere, that would be like a 1,000,000 to 1 shot that nobody saw a car go off into the woods, at least off of 75, because that's a major freeway. So West Chickamauga, I don't think I think if he took 75 home, and that's me guessing that he lives in Dalton, which I don't think he does. I just guessed. And then going this way wouldn't make really any sense because it's just really out of the way. But it is possible. So the biggest question mark I would ask immediately is, we know where he was at. Now, where was he going? And then obviously phone pings, and then the more information that we can get on a missing person, it's a little bit easier to kind of start a search, because you can see right here, the main river, Tennessee River right there, right? And this lake is dammed off right here, and then it runs through here all the way down back here. Now, I have searched this river many times, multiple times, found many cars, documented them, marked them down. There's no doubt that all the cars that have been found in here, we've found them and dove on them a long time ago. So it's not a big secret. Was he with anyone? See, that's questions I don't know. We can go back over here to the post, and there's only 14 posts, and they're all prayers or comments, so I don't know. I'm sure we can hit up mom, ask her. Well, she lived in Ringgold. I wonder if he lived in Ringgold. Ringgold is closer, so it kind of narrows it down. See, we can type in Ringgold, Georgia. See, and that cuts it in half. So I don't know. Like if he completely went the other way, obviously we could search this river again and see if for some reason his truck is out there. But if he left the bar and was heading home, was he inebriated? Did he crash? Did he fall asleep somewhere? But there's not a lot of water to hide in. Even this Chickamauga Creek, South Chicago, it's not big. It's just a creek. And it's very shallow. So if him crashing off this, and this is Highway 41. And the only reason I don't know if you guys are local in this area, but you understand what I'm talking about. But 41's pretty busy highway. It could be like late at night, it'll be pretty dead. But I don't know. There is a chance, there's a chance he could have crashed anywhere and nobody saw it. But trying to stay positive. So hopefully this guy just, I don't know. He went somewhere. Maybe start checking the hospitals. Maybe check jail. I don't know if he got pinched somewhere and he doesn't want to call home because he knows mom's going to beat that ass. I don't know. So that's that. I have been regularly sending to rapidcc.org. How cool are you? And with that, let me give a quick shout out to rapidcc.org, which is our nonprofit. So if you'd like to donate, the best place to go is to rapidcc.org and donate there. And you know what I haven't done that I really should do, even though, look, it's not really doing good. So I always like to talk about Rumble because that is the platform that I'm streaming on. And so what better way to show my appreciation for Rumble is to do a commercial about them. So join me and listen, and maybe if you want to, you can click on that QR code or something, but make sure to download the Rumble app. Once you download it, search for my channel and follow the channel directly on the app. This will make sure that you get a notification every time we go live. Click the link in the description or pinned live chat to download the Rumble app on your phone. It's free. If you prefer to watch us on the big screen, it's also available for Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, LG, and Samsung TVs. All you need to do is search for Rumble. And I am going to say it, and I mean it. I believe this channel, Rumble, this platform is destined for great things. And it's not because when you go to Rumble, you see that it is loaded with political stuff. There's more to it than that. And I want to grow this live stream on Rumble. And luckily I get to stream everywhere. So I could, I'm on Rumble, but I'm streaming to everyone. So how cool would it be to build this live stream up on Rumble to be the #1 missing person awareness live stream channel? Now, obviously, it's not going to happen on the other platforms. I don't know, like the problem's still there. Views are all way down. Everybody's views are down. Like the channels are dying. I don't know what's going on. But Rumble is on the up and up. So why not, go for it? And I'm pretty sure I'm up there on the rankings. Like I'm doing pretty good. So hopefully you guys support me on that channel. You don't have to watch all the other crap that they throw in front of your face. You just got to watch me. That's all I've had. But still, depending on what you believe in, of course. So let me jump into the comments really quick. We've been going 45 minutes, and I think that's pretty good considering I really didn't have much to talk about. But I feel like I can talk forever, and as long as you guys feed me stuff to talk about. So that's why I love bringing in comments and stuff from the chat room, even the bad ones. Like for instance, I thought that was a bad comment, but it's not. It was somebody else yelling at somebody else. But even still, can someone put the nonprofit link in the chat, please, for Illinois' Redhead? And D. Carlisle did it. So thank you so much. And we got hi from McDonough, Georgia. Awesome. A Georgia local. How are you doing? And let's see here. Let's go back over to this comment where we're talking about YouTube jail, because we got more. It said YouTube jail is 24 hours of inability to leave comments. That's why I'm glad you're here. You really need to know what's going on at YouTube. You already said that they cut your pay. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, bro. I mean, everybody's channel is suffering. I mean, granted, there are a few that are still dominating their field, but man, like this whole missing person searching thing, river treasure, scuba diving, it's not what it used to be. Treasure hunting in general, dead. It's all dead. And no one has any answers. No one knows why. So we have to evolve and we have to figure out new things. So I am embracing the live stream. I'm growing, I'm embracing it, and I have lots of people that have been reaching out to me through email in utter support. Like, let me tell you what I'm talking about. There is a viewer who she saw something in me, a twinkle in my eye or something, but she knew she just offered to get me this setup I have in front of me, which essentially is a screen on each side of my laptop screen. So I got 3 screens now. So I got chat room over here, I got the Rumble studio going, and then I got the one in the middle that I share with you guys when I want to show you stuff. It's perfect. And she bought that for me, and I was like, that's amazing. I was jaw dropped. And so she came back and she decided, like, she said that she likes to help people that have a passion for doing things or something like that. And I know I'm butchering her email, but I'm just summing it up. And then she said she's offering to send me a new desk, chairs, stuff to go on the desk, an acrylic calendar so I can keep track of stuff, picture frames and stuff to put pictures in. She's sending me all of this, and this is amazing, the support that I'm getting from just one viewer. And everybody who supports this channel is amazing. And all you have to do to gain my appreciation is what you're doing right now, and that is watching the live stream, absorbing this knowledge, and possibly assisting in bringing somebody's loved one home. And I mean, that's ultimately what I want to do. I have a feeling. I have a feeling in my heart. I like to help people in one way or another. It's not all about searching for someone who's passed away. I want to get into searching for people who have a chance to still be alive. I want to get the thermal drone. I got the electric bike. I could hit trails with it. We can search for missing hikers. I can put a backpack on that thing, and I can go out for days on the trails. I mean, I'm all in, essentially. I'm all in. I want to do this, but I can't do it unless the channels survive. And that's why you die-hard supporters are the reason I'm still going. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Dower here. Natural tendencies. Oh, what happened? Just arrived. You aren't with Adam. I'm actually home. To recap, I went out. I met up with Adam yesterday. We did our thing searching for a missing person, found a few cars and cleared them. And today we went out on a pretty much an electric bike review video we had to film, essentially because we're going to be using electric bikes to assist us in doing land searches coming up. And instead of hiking, we have these electric bikes that run all day. So we could really put a dent in searching for somebody with this equipment. For instance, Roy Whited up in Sparta, he went missing walking out of his house in the backyard in the middle of the night, which leads into a huge forest with logging trails everywhere, because it looks like this plot of land was logged a long time ago. So there's trails everywhere, and they haven't found this guy. So he could be anywhere back there. So I want to go to that town. I want to search for him. And I feel like I could spend days out in the wilderness just doing my own little grid pattern and seeing if I get lucky. Now, I'm not saying I could show up the search teams that have already went there and looked, but maybe I come across something that they missed, or they was searching over here and I went over here. You don't really know. But anyone named Putt Putt can't be bad. I don't know. He's the king of sarcasm. That's what he says. But he says he has a filter. It's called sarcasm. So that's pretty good. Why did Philip Whiting cross the road? What's going on here? We got some inside jokes. Philip can't cross the road. What? I'm not going to read that. I don't know if that's somebody's being mean or not, but whatever. Let me see here. YouTube is as bad as Facebook. YouTube punished me once for posting a shorts featuring my rooster and a guinea. Still no idea what community standards I violated. My only question on that one is, did you appeal it, and did they reject your appeal? Because if they did, that's weird. I mean, you're showing off a rooster and a guinea. Unless they were, I mean, what's the details of that video? What was going on with them farm animals? I'm just messing with you. I'm sure it was fine. It's just probably their massive computer that is just nitpicking everybody's video, and a human never even sees it. It's all computerized now. It's all the almighty AI searching, doing everything, you know. But I tried something the other day, and I think it's still in its infancy, but I think it could work. And hear me out. If you have all this information on a missing person, like it's one of those missing people cases that doesn't make any sense, because you have all this information, where he was going, where he was coming from, cell phone pings, addresses, state of mind, all this information. You have the complete profile, right? But you can't find him. Well, you take all of this information and you feed it to ChatGPT. And then you ask the AI, based on all the information I just gave you, build me the best place to search for this missing person, or like show me where I should be searching. And I tried this once, and it actually kind of worked, but it was very glitchy, and it really depends. Like, they make these AIs kind of I don't know, safeguard them. Like, I got a scratch. They, like, for instance, if you ask the AI, hey, there's a missing person in my area, help me find them, the AI will tell you, leave this to the professionals, don't mess with it. Essentially, no. The AI will tell you no, because the AI doesn't think you are the right person for the job. Leave it up to the authorities. I shit you not, this is what this computer said. But if you word it different, like, instead of saying you're looking for a missing person, you could word it like, hey, I'm looking for my lost dog, or I'm looking for, something like that. But you feed them all the information, and it spit out a spot for me to search. So it worked, but it only worked once, and I don't know how I did it. So I'm thinking, as AI evolves more and more, you could just tell the computer everything you know, and then it could be like, well, based on everything you told me, you should search here. And could you imagine if that starts working? Like, it makes sense, because computers are smart, and apparently these AIs are pretty smart, but it's still in its infancy. So that's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? You think I mean AI is obviously is already dominating everything. You know, the almighty man. Let me see. Twitter's got something called Grok, Grok, and essentially it's the same thing as Chat GPT or Meta AI. You know, it's Facebook's Chat GPT. Every place is getting their own version. It's obvious what's going to happen. You know, it's going to get bigger and bigger, and then bam, Skynet. It takes over the world, and then we got to hide in a bunker with John Connor. It's going to happen. I hope you guys have your bomb shelters ready. Have you tried asking some drone companies in the UK? I don't even know of any drone companies in the UK. For some reason, Sue, I wonder if you're in the UK and you can point me to the direction of some of these UK drone people. The problem is these drone companies. Now, I've only attempted to hit up 2 of them. DJI, I hear it's impossible to get them to sponsor anybody. They're so big they don't need it. They don't need to. Their product speaks for itself, so they don't need ambassadors, right? And then the other company I was trying comes to find out it's just a Chinese company. Obviously, they have zero care for marketing. So I have no idea. I mean, if you got something. What is this? What is in the comments? This guy's name is DL Nug. What's going on here? What is this? I wonder if I was first or if he was first. DL Nug. I wonder what that means. Down low? I don't know. AI will make you a driver's license and ship it to you. Interesting. I have a driver's license. I don't need one, but still. See, Melissa knows what I'm talking about. Skynet. I always thought Google was Skynet. Like, if you think about it, Google is everywhere. Everyone says Google this, Google that. Now Google has YouTube, and Google's doing this, and it's trillionaire. It's endless amount of money. You would think that's Skynet, but you don't know about Facebook, man. It's starting its own little AI thing, and maybe Facebook is Skynet. I don't think so though, because of the way they've been acting. So I don't know. Who was the missing woman talking to Erica? Oh, DL Nug, my last name. His last name is Nugent. Well, now it's original. That's cool. See, I just kind of... Nug was my nickname when I used to work at a body shop. And so yours makes more sense. So if my last name was Nugent, then that'd be a lot easier to explain my name than the long story I have to break into about why I'm called the Nug. Electric bikes don't run all day. My grandson is on his second one. I wasn't being literal. I totally understand. But we rode all day today, and I still got 80% on my battery. And so it's long enough. Now, if I'm like flooring it all day, traveling like 80, 90 miles, obviously I get it. It's going to die. But for searching for daytime hours, I think it'll last a good work day, and I can plug it in at night. So I think it would last all day for doing what I'm doing. You know, because I'm not dogging it and I'm not riding it nonstop. I'm not heading down the highway going 20. You know what I mean? I think it would work, and we're gonna put it to the test. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, I'll give it away to a viewer, and I'll try something else. Simple as that. Nugget was my nickname. Man, I tell you what, you and me, man, we're the same. We're the same here. Can someone put the nonprofit? Oh wait, that was way up. Never mind. Yeah, nonprofit link is up. The police. Let me see what's going on over here. There is a story about this on either Dateline or 2020, and the story said the guy that killed him was jealous of him and the girlfriend and helped the police trick the killer into confessing. Right. Interesting. See, it's hard to stay on the conversation. When people are having conversations in the chats, it's hard for me to keep up. But I'm glad you guys are getting along. It's pretty cool. He was shot over the weekend. Okay, here's the deal. I am really curious about what you guys are talking about in the chat. So whatever these stories are, you guys got to email them to me. I want to read up on it myself because it sounds, oh no, rainbow. That should be the last rainbow of the night. But yeah, you guys got to email me. Send me what you guys are talking about. I'm really curious about that. And yeah, Sue, you too. You gotta Sue Partridge. Yeah, send me I don't know, do some research for me on the UK drones. I would love to look into it. And Sue Klein, hi, she's here. She's one of my long time members. You can see her name is green because she's a member, and she has that symbol, which means she's been a member. I think this might be she might be my longest member ever, which is years. So that's really cool. And if you guys want to be a member, you can very easily just click join to become a member on YouTube. And there is a place you can become a member on Rumble, but I don't, for the life of me, know where to do it at. So I don't know. Subscribe if you're on Rumble, because that'd be the best way to support me on that platform. Let me see here. What else we got going on? I am kind of interested though. Like I'm surprised and intrigued that, you know, like for instance, this live stream, I've been going for an hour, and the first 20 minutes I was on topic. And then I gave it I said my piece on topic, William L. Hamilton, right? And then I've been just running my mouth for the last 30 minutes. And for some reason, you guys are still here. And if anything, the audience is growing. So how cool is that? The YouTube audience is creeping up there. See, now I got 243 from YouTube. So I'm catching up, like my diehard 300 people that always show up for the live streams. I just wish it was like 3,000. But you know what? I don't want to be greedy. And we got 82 people from Rumble. And the main reason for that is sometimes Rumble shares my live stream and sometimes it don't. But when it does, the audience is pretty damn good. So yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in with this Rumble thing. I don't know if you guys notice. I'm pretty excited about it. It seems like there's an opportunity there to really make an impact, and for a good cause. I'm not just talking about, well, I am talking about dumb shit right now, but like when I actually have like 3 or 4 cases I want to talk about, it would make sense. All right. Fruitland, Idaho has a missing child, Michael Monkey Vaughn. Huh. You know what? I want you guys to join me on this. Let's search for... Cole's woman has been shot. Yeah, Erica Olson. You keep talking about Latasha Crump. I haven't seen that email yet, but I really want to know what you're talking about. Was there an update on her case? Like, was she found? He was shot over the weekend. Man, let me look into that really quick. So, okay, Latasha Crump Coleman. Now, if you guys don't know who that is, it's her. We went to Jackson, Mississippi, and searched. Killed in a shooting. Holy shit! You got to be kidding me. That's what she's talking about. So, oh man, this is just news to me right now. I'm so glad that I finally figured out what he was talking about. So, if you guys, this is Latasha Crump Coleman. All right, she's missing out of Jackson, Mississippi. We went there and searched for her, and it's a crazy story. If you look into this, the case, it's essentially a strange husband. They all think that he did it, and there's a huge brawl on the courthouse steps and all this stuff, and it was pretty crazy. But man, I'm taken back because that is crazy. Let me read this really quick. Let's see here. Jackson police chief said the estranged husband of a missing woman was killed during a shooting at a gas station. Dang. The shooting happened at a Shell gas station on Suncrest Drive and McDowell Road on Sunday. According to Wade, 48-year-old Derek Coleman and 37-year-old Jasver Singh were killed during the shooting. Singh was the owner of the Shell gas station. Oh my gosh. So I wonder, was this random? Let me see. The police chief said the suspects were in a Honda Accord, and the rear passenger fired the shots that killed Coleman and Sig. I can't pronounce that word. I'm sorry. 4 others were also injured, and their injuries appeared to be non-life-threatening. Wade said police are analyzing surveillance to identify the suspect. Coleman was the husband of Latasha Crump Coleman, who was last seen July 18th, 2023. The family believes that her husband knew something about her disappearance, and there was a brawl between her family and the relatives of Coleman on December of 2023. And it was a good brawl, let me tell you. Man. I'm caught off guard, dude. That's crazy. She is still, yeah, she's still missing. I wonder if he was shot. I wonder if it was related, like if it was somebody who was just, who knew Latasha and did it, or was it random? It was just random, and I mean, karma. I don't know, but he wasn't the only person to get shot and killed either. I guess the store owner. Let me see here. I want to see if I can find this. It's a, yeah. You can see what I Googled, but I wonder if this video will play. I don't know how videos play while I'm live. No, that happened when like they got out of court. They got out of court because the estranged husband was in court and the family was there on both sides, and they got a big ass fight. Can you guys hear the video? I wonder, because this is something I've never done before, like showing videos on the live stream. But yeah, check us out. They just go at it. They just show the whole thing. What the heck? But let me see here. Rumble continues to tell me the live stream. Weird. So they was in court. Okay. So you guys can't hear it, so I can just narrate it for you. But essentially they went to court. That was the guy that got shot. That was the estranged husband. And they hauled him off. He didn't get released that day. And the families went outside and they clashed. And it was just it was a fight and people got arrested. It's pretty crazy. I wonder if they're gonna show it though. Yeah, there we go. See, this was inside the courthouse and it spilled out onto the steps, but you can see like they just got into it. God, where's it at? I'm no good at this. I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying though. Good fight. Good fight. So now I wonder how I can share, how you guys can hear videos I play. I'm gonna look into that. Try it out on here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to make that work, because I think my mic being plugged in has something to do with why I can't hear anything. So I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. You know what? I mean, the live stream is coming to an end. I mean, it's probably going an hour and 7 minutes, but I want to try something while you guys are here. And so let's just go to I don't know. Let's go back to that. Let's find a news story we can watch. So we'll go back to this one. So this is a news story. Turn that up. And then I wonder if we go down here. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, because now I'm just kind of experimenting. But I wonder if I turn on, let me see, we'll go to system, sound, and let me see, output, speakers, because it's a headphone, but it's not a headphone. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear that. Huh. So it's playing through my, I mean, you can probably hear it. Watch this over. Really? All right. Well, huh. That's weird because I can hear it through my computer. And I even thought maybe the microphone will pick it up, but I guess you guys can't even hear it through the microphone. This is going to take some searching on the web to see why it's not working. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Whatever. Sorry, there it is. We're going to do one more advertisement just to make me feel better about myself. And this one is obviously the favorite thing in the world for me to drink, coffee. It's time to say goodbye to Starbucks and say hello to Rumble's 1775 coffee. Unlike other brands, this is a coffee that backs free speech and is unapologetic about it. Visit 1775coffee.com. Use the promo code STUDIO to get 15% off. The coffee comes in medium and dark roast. It also comes in pea berry, which is similar to Kona coffee. In other words, this stuff is premium. Click the link in the live chat or the description. You can also go directly to 1775coffee.com and use the promo code STUDIO to get 15% off today. Bam. These Rumble commercials are how I make money on the live streams. And the more people who watch the live streams, the more money I make. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not being greedy. I'm being fully transparent with you. I just made $11 for reading that coffee. Not book the cruise money, but still something. I could get a sandwich with that, and that's one more sandwich that I had than before. So I'm glad you guys listened to my weird little commercials, and let's get this audience bigger. Tell your friends about me. Come hang out. Maybe I'll get a time locked in, and we can go live together. As you can tell, I feel like I'm getting better at it. I'm just looking at that camera and I'm talking in this fuzzy thing, and you guys are listening to me. So, man, Carlisle's going nuts over here. But I get it. Sign language. There you go. I like it. Either way, we're going to be back at it tomorrow. I'm going to get up. I'm going to do some editing. I'm going to get some videos out. I am going to figure out something amazing to talk about tomorrow, and I want your guys' help. Send me emails, send me stories, send me stuff you think I need to be talking about, because it's not about what's on mainstream news. It's about you guys. And if you guys got something you think needs to be heard, throw it my way and I will share it to the world. And hopefully the right people will see it. Let's get this channel top of the line so everybody can have a voice who doesn't have a voice right now. And that is the missing people that we keep searching for. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out so much, and I am gone.